Morning, chicos. I'm going to help you guys with this por versus para worksheet that I uploaded. So if you could go ahead and open that and then open up your notes. I just have this little thing over here, but you should have your paper notes out, or if you made it on a Google Doc. So I'm doing it on a piece of paper, just labeling it. So at the top I put 23-6 and then number 1. Okay, so number 1, hopefully you guys can see my mouse. It says El avión sale blank por México en 2 horas. Okay, so we have to figure out if this is por or para, and then you're going to tell me why. Okay, so it's saying the plane leaves blank Mexico in 2 horas. So if we look over here at our para versus por notes, Mexico is our keyword here. Okay, it's usually the word right after is our key. So we're looking for Mexico. So something about Mexico. So if you look through, you should be able to find destination. Okay, Mexico is their destination. They're leaving for Mexico. They're going there. So that's para. So you're going to write down para and then dash destination because that's why you're using para. Number 2. Los estudiantes van a estar en Acapulco blank 10 días. Okay, the students are going to be in Acapulco for 10 days. So we have to figure out what version of for we want here. So 10 days. Okay, is that a due date? No, the due date isn't in 10 days. Instead, they need it for a period of time. Okay, so you're going to put por dash period of time. Number 3. Something, something, something. You don't know what it means, and that's fine. Blank, poco dinero. Okay, dinero, hopefully we know by now that that means money. So something for money, little bit of money. Okay, so we look through this. So money, all right, I'm seeing price and exchange. Okay, for a little bit of money. That's a price, that's an exchange. So por dash price exchange is the answer to number 3. Number 4. This is key. This is not on any of your notes, so if you want to add this to your notes, this is perfect, okay? If you see a verb like ser, that's a verb that's not conjugated, right? It hasn't been changed to match the subject. It's not conjugated. If you see that, it is automatically para. So if you see a non-conjugated verb, it's the word para. So for number 4, para dash non-conjugated verb or not conjugated. Number 5. Blank, la mañana quieren tomar sol. Okay, so for the morning, they want to sunbathe. Okay, this is a length of time. So during the morning, they want to take sol. So what's a period of time? Por. So por dash period of time. This is also just a common phrase that is always por. So if you see la mañana, it's always por. Okay, number 6. It's saying blank el viernes. So something about Friday. It says we can call them at Tijuana. So this one I took as a due date. Okay, so on Friday we can call them. That's a due date, right? Like you can do it on Friday. So for that one I put para dash due date. Number 7, it says van a pasar blank la casa. They are going to pass blank the house. So this one I took as they're going to pass through the house, right? They're going through the house. They're passing by. So if they're passing by or passing through, those are 2 key things for por on your notes, by and through. So for that one, por, and you can put dash, by, or through, whichever one. Number 8, ellos no llaman blank teléfono. Okay. This is also another expression that you guys actually learned in Spanish 1, but you probably don't remember, and that's okay. This one is saying that they don't call by telephone, like they're not calling via telephone. So because that's the word by, it's por. Okay, 23.9. So do a little squiggly or something to section these out, label it 23-9, and here we go. I'm going to go kind of fast because this video is getting kind of long. So para Moscow. So why would this be para? Okay, Moscow, it looks like Moscow, Russia, right? Okay, that's a destination. So all you're doing is writing destination. Number 2, They travel por avión. Okay, if you look at your notes, you should have written in the examples, vamos por avión. Okay, they're traveling by plane, so by. Number 3, van a llegar para las 4. Okay, the reason that they're using para las 4 here is because it's a due date. Okay, they're gonna be there by 4. Okay, so this one you could really use either. It doesn't matter on this one, but they use para because it's a due date and you're reaching forward to something. Okay, if you're reaching forward to something, then it's typically para. Okay, 4, por los billetes. Okay, you can see euros. This might look like bills if you're thinking in terms of money. So por, the reason that we're using it is because price/exchange. It's a type of money. Okay, and you're exchanging them for euros for bills. Okay, para un viaje tan largo. Okay, this one, the reason that we chose this one, it's saying for a trip very long. Okay, for a long trip, the bill is cheap. Okay, so for a long trip, that one I took as that it was, it could be a comparison, for that long of a trip, okay, it's cheap. Or you could do point of view, okay, doesn't matter to me. Number 6, para asistir. This is what I was talking about earlier. If you see an unconjugated verb, asistir, then you know it's automatically going to be para. So non-conjugated verb is the reason for number 6. Number 7, por el oeste de Europe. Okay, they are traveling through the east of Europe. Okay, so for this one, I'm sorry, the west of Europe. So if they're traveling through the west of Europe, the reason they chose por is for that word through. Okay. Number 8, viajan por necesidad. They are traveling if for necessity, like they have to travel. So that one I took as it was motive. Okay, so you could choose motive as your term there. Number 9, van a estar en Moscow por una semana, for a week. That is a period of time. Okay, so period of time. The last one, I personally could not give you a reason. It's just an expression, por último. Okay, so if you write down expression here, another thing that I was thinking is that it's period of time, but really it's not. So if you just write expression here, that would be perfect.